People of GPO, I have returned. Just in time.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I was gonna be like, all right, our players, and I was like, wait a minute. Somebody's in the spectator section, and somebody's in the player section. Alright. We still needs a quick little second to set up his VPN. That's a lie, I apologize. It was the bathroom. In the meantime...
Yaku, stop lying.
I can't help it! I can't help it! But speaking of lying... It would be a lie if I were to tell you that we have a whatchamacallit for the what's it.
Hmm?
Yeah.
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 Totally.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude.
I wasn't paying attention.
Dude. As we do await our map on Ephemeron, Kuro, I'd say that this is the, as we said, these two players have a little bit of a history with one another. They were the first two finalists in the Grand Platypus Open, continued their rivalry for a little bit after that, but then Azure came in and kind of became the demi-rival
And
for a
then
while.
Justice Simon came in.
Yep, definitely the biggest contender so far to take the, how would we describe it? Because it's a platypus open, but it's also a shark. Takes the, TV. No. That's stupid. That was a stupid segue, I apologize. Let's take TV. But take the mantle from, Demi. But now we're actually seeing it once again, Oreo versus Demi. Oreo, as you said, he's 2-0'd both of his opponents so far. Both of them were Protoss players, but let's see if he can make it happen in the CVZ. CVZ versus Demi. Large kahuna. Debbie is back, and we should jump into this very, very shortly. Grab confirmation once again from Oreo. I like the Zerg theme when it has that like do 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 do. Because it sounds like Jeopardy. It sounds like a timer. It's like
yeah,
do 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 do. But here it's just a little bit more menacing. Just a little bit. Oh fuck.
What?
Right when we got down to like 3 seconds. Oreo, ask for a second. Wait, we'll figure out in game whether or not Oreo needs to relog.
Game paused.
Let's pause it.
Yep.
Oh, like. Count down. 3, 2.
Game resumed.
Alrighty then.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ephemeron/Ephemeron. If Yaku and
Kuro.
Ellie.
This is our next map.
And spawning in the bottom right, the Red Zerg, representing Downfall Gaming and the nation of Australia. Give it up for Oreo. And spawning up in the top left, the Blue Zerg, representing nobody at the moment except being an ambassador for OSC Elite System, which you can possibly get at our Match Arena page if you use !Matcherino, and the nation of India, the 11-time GPO champion, it's Demi!
And it is definitely a long time coming, I would say. Eager to see what is going on. Now, Oreo has been playing extremely well so far in this tournament. We're about to see, will he translate it? So far, differing their builds quite a bit. In fact, a huge difference in builds. We're normally used to seeing them mirror one another. Demi going hatch first. Ulfpool even piling on the Lings, not getting any Link speed so far though.
Yeah, just a quick who first build. May get the cancel on. No, I don't think he'll get
it's
the
about
cancel.
to. Yeah. About to complete. There's not much here other than drones from Oreo. He's pulling every drone. Okay, not every drone, but basically every drone from his mineral line to try to prevent this kill. Alright, now that his spawning pool is up, he's going to send some of these drones back to mine. But it's still going to be a little bit before these Lings come out. And two of them hatch immediately in front of the Lings of Demi. That cannot help matters at all. One drone already goes down. Another one being badly bruised. And this hatchery just keeps getting it.
But now
Oreo.
the queen is out, you should be able to hold for now.
It is Oreo. I gotta say, Oreo is doing a pretty good job of trying to zone the Lings away from where the queen would spawn. Doesn't immediately jump on that. I just thought it was pretty neat. What Oreo, not Aurea, was doing. What else is pretty neat is going for this third hatch.
Ooh.
When you're ahead, get more
Demi
ahead.
Slings.
Knows that Demi has to catch up. And he does not want to give him the opportunity to.
And he's just gonna keep on droning up. I mean,
What can
Demi
Demi
has got
really
the work
do so
open.
right now? Yeah.
drone up at the moment. He can
Yeah.
keep, like, he's got the queens on guard. Guess
Yeah.
there is a counter attack.
I mean, like, because Oreo...
He's going for these two gas. I think he wants to go straight into roach play, maybe.
That indeed he might. Oreo does want to scout this out, though, unable to get the scout into the main base. Very nice denial here from Demi. The Evo chamber as well, and I think we are going to see that roach with +1 range very, very soon. And again, just... it's a smart choice to do right now. Demi really can't do anything against Oreo, who's droning up, getting his economy in. Oreo not gonna go for those roaches, though. Right, Baneling Nest about to complete for him, right as Demi starts his Roach Warren. Being very aggressive with his Lings right now. These queens are off creep. Get back onto creep before too much damage can be done.
Yeah,
He does see
Demi's
the Roach Warren now.
getting... Yeah. It does see that Demi now can go for all those roaches. Demi still hasn't taken his third yet.
It's not. I'm thinking this is
and
gonna be
Oreo
one of them
knows
two-base
that.
roach builds.
Yeah. Seems to be they're on the way for both players here. So I think maybe
I kind
Oreo
of
maybe wants to go for mass Ling with +1 attack.
that be the most likely choice. I kind of want to see Oreo do a meter switch, to be honest. Like, it wouldn't be the smartest choice, but I just like the idea of Utilus tickling these roaches and be like, haha, you have nothing that shoots up. Demi, meanwhile, though, has prepared a ton of lings for a counterattack. Does have speed now, and he's going straight for the third. Single
20 lings on
queen.
the way here for Oreo, but I think this hatch is just going to go straight down.
It's gonna have to fall, yeah. Some of those lings even caught out by the lings here, parallel to what's happened earlier. And now a denied third. Oreo cannot be happy about that, as Demi gets his own third hatch, because that was Oreo's biggest advantage, was the economic advantage, and now he's lost it. He's even, so I would even say Demi stole it right from under him.
But yeah, Demi's also going for his own third base as well.
That's that Spire.
Yeah, so it is a meter switch, but is it going to be in time for these roaches when they try to go across the map?
Ooh, that
And now
is
Debbie's going to
be the
spot out that
question.
Spire.
That he does. Slings are going to go in, and they do manage to make it through. Will they get any damage done here with these roaches and the queens here, though? It's a little bit of an expensive scout, if otherwise. And they're not even able to get back out. You're not locked in here with me. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me, Demi says. And that was a pretty costly scout, I've got to say.
Yeah.
37
all of
lings have gone down for Oreo so far.
Yeah, and Spire's not up yet. The roaches can just march away across this map. And the Spire isn't even finished.
It's not every day
Right
that
now.
you see creep tumors being cleared by lings, but Demi isn't an everyday man.
Yeah.
Marching into these roaches right now.
You could say he's the shark.
Aha! It's in the
Aha,
shark tank.
but-
GG.
Yeah, GG. But yeah, that early ling aggression really put Oreo back where he didn't need to be.
Absolutely. I would say that Oreo actually looked really good for a while, but Demi, I guess, knew his timings. He knew his counters. He knew when to counterattack to just immediately snipe that economic advantage from Oreo. And just took it for himself. Masterfully done. From Demi, as usual. In the Grand Platypus Open. We await our next map. I shall simply await. Azure and B-Stork have started a series in the lower bracket. So, update, Azure has beaten Pogo to go up against Azure in the lower bracket. They will be facing off against one another. We don't hold that series, but we will hold the lower bracket finals, which will be the winner of B-Stork versus Azure versus the loser of Demi versus Oreo.
Oh, Demi wants Singapore.
Alrighty then. That's what happens when the VPN, when you think it's going well, but then your VPN comes in and says, I think not.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe no. Just
You think it's going? Nah.
9.
Nani? Oh, wait. I don't know how that happened. Ah, okay, they're next to each other. And they're next to each other in the list. Which is why I invited Pogo instead of Oreo.
Just didn't even notice.
Yeah, their names are that similar. They both end with O.
Oh.
Alright, Oreo, he's eager. This is his map choice. We don't even know what it is because it's covered in blackness, darkness.
It's that nightshade. It's that shade
That
of the
shade,
night.
yeah,
So
there we
black.
go.
It's Fenta Black. That's,
You
one that
thought it
sucks
was
in all
the-
the light.
Yeah. Was it like 600 times more absorbent to light than regular black? I'm pulling numbers out from what I vaguely remember from physics.
I don't know, it's
when I was
so
15.
it absorbs all the light that it makes it look like pretty much what a black hole would look like in space.
I don't know about that. I saw a lot of whatchamacallit, anime drawings of black holes. But they gave it like hair and stuff.
Okay.
Usually cat ears as well, which I don't really get, but sure.
Yeah. Guess that works.
Yeah? I'm more of a rabbit ear. More of a cumin ear. Connoisseur. Like them in Kingdom Come.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, welcome to Nightshade, the most poisonous of all the maps in the map pool. And spawning in the bottom right, representing Downfall Gaming and the nation of Australia. This is Australia.
This is Australia.
This is Oreo. Forgot to macro.
That's the build.
And spawning up in the top right, top left, the red
same.
Zerg, representing, used to be representing OSC Elite, but now is teamless. Come for your teams if you want him. And the nation of India, 11-time GPO champion, it's Demi.
Yet still representing OSC with his in-game clan.
Because why not?
Yeah. Look, they didn't kick me from it, so... They didn't kick me yet, so may as well. I gotta use this for as long as I can. I mean, look at that. That's a dude in military gear holding a keyboard. Pretty sick. By the way, speaking of that build, it seems like Demi is going for it once again. Will he remember the macro this time, though?
Probably. Or probably not.
Here's hoping.
Because
But
the pool's
look.
only 2/3 way done. He already knows there's lings on the way now. He needs to pull those drones. How many is he gonna pull?
Ooh, we're waiting for it. And he pulls about the same amount as last time, leaving about 5 to mining minerals and 1 for the gas. You can do the math of yourself, viewers. I will not do it for you. Ooh, 1 drone goes down.
Yep.
Which, I mean,
Plane's on
it's
the
just
way.
1 drone, though. There's a little bit of a tug-of-war right now. Demi has to attack the hatch and attack the drones. And he needs to prioritize one or the other.
Ooh.
3 drones go down, so he's already getting some value out of this.
Oh, he's about to get one more. Queen's almost about ready to pop.
Ooh,
This
he
hatch
wants to
almost going
surround.
down as well.
He wants to surround
He
these
does
drones.
get one more drone.
Yeah, he does, and he gets a queen. But as the lings do come in
Almost.
here, yeah, almost. But as the lings do come down here, it manages to chase Demi quite a bit away. I got worried. I got really worried for a sec. It is still good damage for Demi. 4 drones that costed 2 lings. That is not insignificant this early in the game. For a second, I forgot that Demi was the red player, and I was gonna say, oh yeah, Oreo going for a counterattack. But as I say that, Oreo is watching his lings across the map as he secures his 3rd.
Yeah, no ling speed on the way. I think Demi is going for a huge ling attack. Because look at, he's banking up all those lings onto the ramp.
That he might. He's waiting for these lings to turn around, and he pounces. Gonna run straight through. He knows that he has the ling speed advantage, so he wants to get a fantastic surround here. Or even not, not really even, actually.
Just go straight
This
past.
is, yeah. Oh, the That is oof. Alright, trying to surround this queen. That is the main source of damage and defense right now for Oreo. He cannot afford to let them pop. No cancels here on these buildings. Demi is managing to kill them. And he gets surrounds on even more. And he's whittling them down before they can really get anywhere close to done. Oreo has no resources. I was just gonna say, like, oh yeah, Oreo has no minerals, he can't make links, but yeah. I guess getting cut off mid-sentence was still accurate. Oreo has no resources. Spent them on evolution chambers.
You're just not feeling macro today. So sorry. Okay.
Look, that happens sometimes.
Alrighty.
Alright,
So that means it's going to be Oreo versus the winner of Beanstalk and Azure in our losers final.
And that will be a best of 3 as opposed to the rest of the lower bracket, which is a best of 1. I definitely do hope. I mean, I do. Again, as I was saying, Beanstalk is my pick for the #1 Hong Kong player, and Azure, as a Terran. I mean, not he is a Terran player, which is a lot of the reason why I like him, but I do like Azure just in general. But I really hope that we get to see Oreo in the finals, because he was, prior to facing Demi, he was on an absolute tear. And I think maybe he just got blindsided a little bit with Demi's aggressive builds.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I would love to see Oreo come back. Really bring Demi down to the wire. Can I? Yes, I can. I don't have to use the hyphen. I can use the whatchamacallit. ...
Oops. I mean, I could just update the scores because
That you can.
Demi's gonna have some lunch.
There we go.
Wait, while we're waiting, don't
Yeah,
forget
it's
to use
time.
that Maturino and use the code GPO12 to add $1 to the prize pool without using your own money. And of course, if you feel like contributing to the prize pool, we'll be very grateful for that as well.
Indeed, we will. If you do, we will, whatchamacallit. We will do... I mean, I won't do
something.
anything. But, yeah, exactly. I mean, I won't do anything. But... we will. But I ain't gonna do nothing.
I can tell you we still haven't loaded in yet.
Thank you, correspondent Quirky. Now, on to weather.
Oh, it's still loading in here. Don't know how we're gonna be back. Back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Weatherman Quirky. On to sports.
Yeah, well, it was a good day for playing the sports ball. Even though we loaded in like really late, the team did 110%. Went in there, backed it up. I can't talk to them.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Well, I guess we're having a radio cast.
Yeah. Hold on. I can't switch. No! Fuck it.
Alright, well, the players seem to be out.
Yeah, we went out. There was like
Ah.
I couldn't talk as I've been in seven.
I had to learn how to not use hyphens.
Or change your hotkeys.
I like my hotkeys. Alright, Nightshade is our map.
Yeah.
Alright.
I swear to God. Cool, we're all in spectator check.
There we go. Let's go. A great match for all spectators.
Dude, it was so great, he even kicked Yaku out.
It's fantastic. We'll actually get this going. See, now because I had to reopen StarCraft, it lags in OBS. There we go, we got a picture.
Alrighty. Finally, we're back! And sporting in. Welcome to Nightshade Festival. The most poisonous map in all the map book. And spawning in the bottom right, the Red Zerg, representing Doubtful Gaming and Australia. This is Oreo. And spawning in the top left, the Blue Terran, representing Legacy Esports and Australia as well. Give it up for Azure.
Got some fantastic TVZ coming out for us first. We did allude to it a little bit earlier, that Oreo and Azure, despite both of them being rivals to Demi, have not played one another that many times. I believe they played in the 3rd or the 2nd GPO, and after that just have evaded each other ever since. And have to see if they'll be able to come up with anything really. That's all I need to know. Well, they're both in agreement though that about maps. That at least is something. Will they use that to their advantage?
I don't know.
We'll find out. But in the meantime, we must find out. No, wait, we can't find out. We have to... Wait. It's not the Zen map. We can't be Zen. It's a Nightshade map. Where we shade into the night. I should patrol my SCVs like this in the 3rd location.
I do.
I should do it like that, because I just do one line. Instead of an octagon. Well, it's not an octagon, really. Some kind of shape. Speaking of shapes, Azure now does know now that Ori's gonna go for that 3rd, and he does actually it again if the Reaper gets the drone as well.
Ooh, that's big.
This is the goat of the Reapers. Yeah, it's absolutely big. Anything that Oreo was planning to do with that 3rd base, out of the window. Anything aggressive that Oreo does now, really, Azure has only himself to blame. Yep, continuing to kite. This Reaper is so low in health, only one hit will kill him. And he tries to delay the 3rd once again, but could not afford to risk it, not on 2 health.
It's going to go through a scale of the main, sees that it's pretty much normal. See whether there's timings or not. Like gas timings for the Roach Warrens. See if it's a Roach timing tag. Doesn't seem to be at the moment. But that Reaper will finally go down.
And
as there's now
that's a tip-off for Oreo.
coming in.
Yeah, that's a tip-off for Oreo to say, alright, your Reaper's dead. Now for me to go straight into Infestation Pit. I kind of noticed that a little bit for some Zerg players, not all of them, but some of them are just kind of reluctant to really get their tech until after they're certain that the Reaper's gone. A lot of them are generally pretty good at, like, you know, putting, if they don't want their opponent to know what they're teching into, they're pretty good at, like, you know, putting it somewhere in the natural, sometimes even third, or, you know, some kind of out there patch of creep. But a lot of them also just don't want to get scouted. And it could be a fairly mundane build, honestly. It could just be Ling Bane. But they'll still just do it. They'll still just wait till the Reaper's dead to get that Baneling Nest. Oh, there's also the argument to be made that it's coincidence, you know. The killing the Reaper happens to coincide with the point of the build. But yeah, Hellions and Zerglings doing a little bit of dance here.
Ooh,
Sure does mention pounce.
Oh. Yeah, it's 4-4. Yeah. So it's this guy 4-4 going down here for Oreo. Just trying to get that his macro game nice up and running. But for now, it just seems to be just like,
sure does see this. Right.
Like, there's no really obvious tech choices here for Oreo that he seems to be leaning or going towards.
Yep, definitely going to be playing it more reactive then.
Where we see with Azula, he's going for that marine tank bio. For what they usually see with a 1-1-1, like he's not transitioning into mech. He's going into that bio, getting stim, getting combat shields, getting the tanks, getting his third nice and saturated. Yep, it does go in.
The good old dynamic of TVZ, the turn player will generally take an active role and the Zerg player will react to that. That being said though, Oreo is getting +1 melee. So whatever his unit composition choice, it is going to be focused on Ling Bane. Will it be Hydras? It's more than likely going to be Hydras. But it could be Mutas, it could be Roaches. Roaches would be a bad idea. Or it could be Corruptors. The good old 2015 Dark style of Corruptor Ling Bane.
Oh god.
It's a little overkill.
Oh, that takes me back. Back when Legacy of the Void was just about to be coming out, it came out.
The good old days. Alright, both players just really building up for the time being. We are at that stage of the game. Azure, though, does want to move out with a small force of Marines and a medevac. Most likely going to be poking in, trying to see if he can clear creep anywhere. And hot pickup if he needs to. Didn't exactly calculate how many medevacs he'd need for this, though.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's a lot of Banelings. Against 2 tanks? Yeah, that could especially go in, especially with Ling
especially considering
bank speed.
Yep, that it will.
Carapace as well. Yeah, you can roll all those Banelings in.
Indeed, you can, especially when you consider that these ramps are not very choky. They are wide and open, just like no, never mind, and not going there.
Yeah,
but they are pretty open.
Yeah, I was about to say, you want to finish that point there, Yaku?
They are wide and open, much like the Great Plains. So you have wide and open. The sure can cut out wide in the open. We're losing a medevac worth of Marines there. The station pit is already done. Yeah.
Yeah. And now we see Oreo transitioning into Hydra. Whether he wants to go into Lurkers or stay on Lingbane Hydra for this time being. I want to say he wants to keep on that Lingbane Hydra for as long as he can.
Oh, absolutely.
Because at this moment, he's keeping Azure back from pushing back this creep. And look at it, it's almost spread to almost half the map.
Oh, absolutely. Lurkers, I feel... I am a non-Zerg player, but to me, Lurkers are kind of the unit that you get when you want to zone out your opponent, rather than, you know, a reliable source of damage. It still does do pretty good damage, especially versus Bio, that Azure is getting, but the main purpose, I would think, would be like tanks, or like Liberators.
Yeah.
Speaking of tanks and Liberators, Azure, as he goes to this drop, has also basically seen, my opponent has a lot of Lingbane, not a lot of Hydras. I'm just gonna go for mines.
Yeah, cam back and look, this already...
What? Alright, radio cast. An unexpected fatal error occurred. I really doubt it's performance issues. I restarted my computer right before the tournament.
Yeah, I mean...
StarCraft has been weird lately, though, yeah. Alright, so...
I didn't know Emil quit to cast CranKy Duckling tournaments.
Nice. We do, he is Polish.
Yeah.
We do, that is our, whatchamacallit, our base in Europe.
It's not Germany? It's not the UK?
Yes, but... Alright, so... Oh yeah, going on to the field with reporter A.H. Quirky. Quirky, what can you tell us about the game?
Well, the fourth has just been taken here by Azure. Bunch of legs, but here comes the base, going straight in. The mines up. But the Baileys go straight on top of the Winter Mines, and all the bios pretty much crush. The tanks on the high ground are doing so much damage right now, but the fourth is on fire. Azure trying desperately to repair it, does repel back the Lings and Hydras for the moment. But this fourth is in danger. Ellie has 4 tanks to his name at the moment. But a scan at the natural of Oreos. Azure's trying to keep the drops going, but Oreo has got the defense ready. And he's even going to take out a medevac at the bottom, full of Marines, if he can just reach it. But no, the creep being not there for the Hydras. Oh, actually does get that medevac. But here comes the attack straight back onto the fourth. The Bailings are just going to keep on crashing forward. As now I am frozen.
I mean, they patched the game. They did patch the game.
They did patch the game. Alright. No. Okay, we're back.
Alrighty.
Alright, we're back. Oreo, they don't even live together. It's kind of like a sea separating us.
Is it though? It's more like a big lake. Yeah. A long river.
A strait, if you will.
There we go. Or like a straight jacket.
But Oreo now has got the hang of his getting adrenal glands for his Lings, and he's just staying on Ling Bane Hydra at the moment seems to be very effective, but these drops from Azure are doing decent enough damage at his 4th to keep Oreo at home and occupied. Now that will allow Azure to go onto the map and try and clear some of this creep, which has just been running rampant all over this map. It's currently 4 to 5 bases at the moment in favor of the Zerg Oreo. And now the skirmish force, creep clearing force of Azure's does get met by the army. A nice hot pick up there. Medevac does go down, but not full of the units. As the planetary does finish up at that 4th. Now, does Oreo want to keep on going for this? He is going for the Ultralisk Cavern. Kindness Blatant, almost done. So, we may see some Ultras out on the map pretty soon, and there's not really any, Hey, Azure's going for the Ghost Academy instead.
That will be very useful against the units that, what's his name? Oreo is going for.
Yeah, especially snipes onto the Ultras as well. Did he actually go... No, he didn't get the Ultra Speed. Anabolic Steroids.
Yep, that's... It's basically what
That's
they
I
are.
remember that name.
That's basically what they are.
That's what the name of the upgrade is called.
Basically what they are.
Oh, but there's a fire at the main army now. Widowmites trying to pop up, go into Lings, but the Ultras do survive for the moment, but the tanks are raining fire from above. All the Marauders are gone, and now it's just Marines left to try and kite these Ultras. One Ultra does go down. Actually, no more Ultras are on the way here. It's just pure Ling Hydras, more Lings on the way. Oh, Widowmine goes straight onto the defending Marines, and now Oreo's into the main base. Can he survive for long as Hydras? The production is going down. Meanwhile, a sniper to the 5th base of Oreo by Azure is keeping him away. The Ultralisk is still alive. All the Lings get picked off. All the Hydras try to survive as best as they can. Only 3 Hydras left into that main base. And right now, Oreo seems to be on the back pedal. Down on supply. Down in the army's supply right now. Didn't really get the economic damage that he was hoping for because of that drop from Azure, which did get cleaned up. 18 drones to 13 SCVs getting killed in that fight. But now, Oreo will reclaim his 5th base, everything going back down. Azure will also be getting his 5th base as well. There are now Liberators on the fields for the Ultralists when they do come out. Sentry turrets, sensor towers all over the map to make sure that Oreo does not get a surprise leap onto Azure's vital mineral lines. As this 5th planetary is going to finish morphing by the time the army is moving in for that. There are Widow Mines to help protect from Ling run buyers as well as the planetary itself. And another drop seems to be on its way from Azure, heading towards that 5th base of Oreo's again. Oreo hasn't expanded ever since taking that 5th base. But now, where does he want to go? Oh, but Oreo, he's deciding he wants to push in now. There's still no detection for these Widow Mines. Baneling's gonna bust in straight on top of the Widow Mines. There's still Marauders going across the attack. The Liberator siege up, managed to take down one Ultra. Another Ultra does go down. And I think Azure may have taken this first game. The Liberator attacking the 4th. Gonna be taking down the Hydras as well. GG is called, and Azure is gonna take game 1 of this series.
Woo! What an intense match. As we await our next map.
Two sucks.
We're gonna have to try to... Alright. Wait, what? 2 secs.
I mean, do we want to take a quick 5-minute break, have them finish the series? That way, we can take the stream offline, make sure your PC is nice and up and running.
How's that work? Thinking about it for a second. I really don't... I don't know, I would say there's really not much to be done. Because everything, on paper, everything looks sound. There's no spikes in CPU or literally, or anything else.
I think it's just SCT being a...
Pretty much. StarCraft doing StarCraft things.
Yeah.
We could search a streamer.
We could.
Right, this should be on us. Yep, checking. That indeed we could.
Yeah, the tech choice area wasn't.
By everyone.
That's why we should always get Kuro to do our production.
Absolutely. Kuro, move to Australia. Or New Zealand. Or no, New Zealand is kind of far. Something more central. Like East Java.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we have no problems here. But, spawning up, welcome to Simulacron, where we're all in a simulation just like The Matrix, the best movie ever in 1998. And, spawning in the top left, the Green Terran representing Legacy Esports and the nation of Australia. Give it up for SEA! And spawning in the bottom right, the Red Zerg, representing Downfall Gaming and also Australia. This is Oreo.
Alright, the downfall for before the legacy, or versus the legacy.
What?
Yeah. Because, you know, when something goes down, there's a downfall, but... celebrate the legacy.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. Or you leave a legacy as you fall, or something. No, after the downfall, you leave a legacy.
Uh-huh. Still not getting it.
You leave a legacy.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
But
That's being
to
facetious!
have a legacy, you must have a downfall. Or you don't have to have a downfall, but if you do have a downfall, you still leave a legacy. So you have a legacy? Azure has a legacy of SCV scouting. Not quite a drone scout, but it is a scout using workers. Oreo not having any of that today.
Worker scout, you know.
Alright, gonna be chasing this SUV away. But the Reaper is already ready to take its place. So for the Swarm Force, tried to go out and be a little bit menacing. Unable to really do much stop by the Reaper. But, at least this time, this third hatch will not be delayed.
This moment seems to be standard 111 coming through. For Azure. It's nothing too, like, oh my god, happening at the moment. It's possibly going to be like that second game, just macroing up as best as you can.
Going straight into the mines. Oh, probably not this time. Mines were more of a reaction to seeing a load
Yeah.
Bane more than anything else.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was likely it. Overlord tries to come in for scout, but Marine's there to keep it nice and away.
Alright, here's a big wow factor from Azure. And it does get scouted out by Oreo.
Ooh.
Alright, watch the queen production. 2 being made
Yep,
right
2 more
now.
queens.
But they do seem to be... Yeah, they... actually. I was gonna say, they do seem to just be injecting queens, but he's getting more in his main base as well. That's gonna be crucial. He's gonna need to make sure that this creep is all connected. A little bit of a gap here into the main base, which could be troubling, depending on how Azure uses his battle cruisers.
And it's not really that much dead space.
No, that's a different game.
For the yeah, it is actually quite a good game. Good play. But he can go for this like 1-2 whammy with the battle cruiser coming in, and
1-2
then
whammy. That is, I think, maybe the most Australian thing I've heard so far today.
do you know whether Oreo saw the whatchamacallit or not?
Hey, well,
Fusion core.
he did
He did
earlier with
Yeah,
his Overlord. Yep. Hence getting the queens. Gonna have to surround us to make sure that he's not gonna get whammied or 1-2 whammied again. I like that phrase. I think that should be used more often. You give him the 1, then you give him the 2,
punch.
then you give him the... Yeah, but whammy sounds more Australian
No
though.
whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Oh, BC is here. It did blink. TP
That
over.
did. So there isn't a quick way out. Yamato is not done yet, and a lot of transfuses go down onto these queens. Now this Hellion force is still actually building up a little bit. This could be dangerous if Oreo lets it, but it seems that Azure is going into mech anyway. So might not matter too much. Indeed, that is generally what you use versus BCs, for sure.
Yeah, the corruptors. And all that.
Yes. That's what you make.
Is it the... Nah, mass meter, mate.
Easy, there
Bounce
we go.
the players around.
Yeah, BCs don't do splash damage, but you know what? Mutas do. And BCs, they're big, but they can't clump up. I don't like these Yamato lighting effects. Somebody pointed out on Reddit. And I thought, am I crazy, or does a Yamato BC have flashing lights? And then somebody pointed out, and I'm like, aha! Well, I'm still crazy, but
Yeah, no, you're still crazy.
yeah.
You've always been crazy.
There are different reasons.
Okay, Boomer.
Haha! Actually, +1 range should be coming out from Oreo, so he's not really going to be going for Corruptorling Bane. He is still likely... Oh, he has... Yeah, that will be for his roaches. So likely composition will be Corruptor Roach Ravager, with a couple of Banelings for some splash damage on the ground. Not the best versus armored units, but they do still soften them up quite a bit for a cleanup. These Corruptors pouncing on top of the BCs, and we do see one of the changes of the new patch take place. Yeah, previously it sure would have gotten... Yep.
Game paused.
Oh. Sure, calling for a quick pause. Yeah, so you're saying with... In the previous patch, it was more likely for Azure to make it out with both of his BCs. We'll have to sacrifice one of them in this case. As we pause, we can only speculate how this game will continue out. We still have a couple of codes left onto the GPO 12, so if you would like to !Maturino into the chat, you can go ahead and do so. Use up our codes. Please do. That way Uncle Eddie will, whatchamacallit, that way Uncle Eddie will give us more codes. Please give us the codes, Uncle Eddie. No, he did foresay, not until you need more.
Okay, he said.
Thank you, Uncle Eddie. As we all solemnly rejoiced. I'm just looking around at these sort of effects that are happening as the game is paused. Of a little bit. The cannon opens when Yamato is available. Yeah, that is another thing about BCs. Like when it's on cooldown, it sort of closes off a little bit. You know, the opening. But when it's off cooldown and there's an available Yamato, it's primed and ready. Just looking at some of these effects as we are paused. Don't get to see them too often. For instance, this burning pile. What's that about?
What?
Near the Hellbats.
Oh, yeah.
As a dead Hellbat. But usually they just disintegrate into the air. Now that we're paused, we get to see it burn. And burn. And burn.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
For the longest time I used to attribute that to that quote to Tears of Fears. I thought it was part of the Everybody Wants to Rule the World song. I was really like, everybody wants to rule the world. And some men just want to watch the world burnt. Burnt? Burn. For the longest time I thought that was a line. Thought, what's his name? Guy who wrote Dark Knight was, whatchamacallit.
Was what?
He was trying to make a reference to Tears of Fears. Nope. If it is a reference to something else that I do not know about, it might be a reference to something else that I do not know about. But it's definitely not a reference to Tears of Fears. Speaking of tears, a lot of them have been shed about the, whatchamacallit, new maps, particularly by, like Protoss players and Terran players. Oh, the exposed thirds are an odd choice, I would say. Like, having a lot of maps with exposed thirds are a bit of an odd choice. I think definitely to start the team are looking to encourage a certain type of play with that, but I'm not sure what that would be. Could be more aggressive, what you call it, base sniping styles, or it could be more turtley styles to defend it, or it could be both, until they both achieve absolute zen, which is also a name of a map in this current map pool. Also one with a bit of an exposed third. I hope it's all going well for sure right now.
Yeah.
I hope he has that. Yeah.
Maybe
That was
just wanna
nothing
tuck in
too
his-
serious. That was nothing too serious.
It's like, you're the ref. You need to check up on this. I'm being serious.
What? Do I DM them?
No. It's like, type in the old chat. It's like, Azure?
Ah. Have we crossed that threshold?
Yes.
Seems like we have. I did not keep track of when the pause was started.
Yeah, I really hope everything's okay. Oh yeah, he's back. Alright, countdown.
2, 1.
Game resumed.
Imagine it was somebody annoying, like a Uber Eats driver, just coming in and be like,
Yeah.
"No, I got your pizza!"
Hey, it's somebody order pizza here. I
Pizza!
said leave it at the door. Somebody
Door.
ordered a pizza. I told you to leave it at the door. Yeah, but pizza. Oh my god.
Pizza time!
It's time.
It's just Toby Maguire. Pizza time!
Ah, that explains everything then.
Well, Ari's gonna re-push into here.
Yeah, indeed he is. He's
Yep.
pressed forward with his Corruptor Force, taking out the BCs, and now the Ravagers are on the ground.
The caustic spray!
And now, even as the CC goes out of range, these Corruptors, whoa, won't kill that BC, but it will badly bruise it. Actually, not sure where that teleported to. Ah, over
Teleported
to
to the
Aura's base, or just
That
to
it died.
That indeed it did. And as that happens, Azure actually is able to push this back.
Yeah.
Loses about 10 SCVs from that. So not terrible damage. Does manage to keep his own third alive, which is pretty important here. That being said though, he has lost, actually throughout the course of the game, hasn't lost as much as Oreo has. Has lost 4 BCs though, which in general is just not what you want to see.
Yeah. Oof.
Meanwhile, just recovering. Both of them are. Oreo once again.
Any more tech switches that Oreo is going for at the moment? He seems to be content to stay on Roach Ravager Bane with Corruptors. If there are any more BCs being made, which there aren't at the moment. It's just seems to be Battle Mech at the moment. Oh
Yep,
my god!
Oh, that's a line. Yeah, off creep Blue Flame Hellions on Banelings. That's literally playing with fire, but from the perspective of Terran player, that's pretty good damage if you're able to kite.
need a light.
Yeah, this ain't Brute War. They used the other.
Oh, you need to
voice
change the
line.
scene!
I
Yakuzaku
already did. Yep, I already did. 2-minute delay. Already did. To come forth here.
I have Debbie and
Welcome,
Light
Debbie.
messaging me going, Sid.
You are welcome, Demi. Anyway.
This is why I turn off private messages during calls.
This is why you should, yeah.
Both armies are just trading at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm expecting Oreo to actually transition maybe into a Greater Spire, get those, whatchamacallit? Broodlords out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say that Azure,
Ooh,
unless he decides
let's
to...
run by.
Yep, that's already... That's a lot of damage. You say
17,
so.
18 drones getting roasted. Like a Christmas, like a Christmas turkey.
Or a Thanksgiving turkey. Turkey?
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Yep.
Thanksgiving
That's
turkey.
a little bit, yeah, something a bit more recent. A lot of these Hellions do get cut out, but you do not want to... Yeah, that's why you don't do that against Blue Flame Hellions.
Oh, but the
Meanwhile, kiting
Banelings!
these Banelings into tank range. Azure is just continuing to pick off work.
Look, I
units
guys
here
made
and there.
that, what's we call it? The creep lane all the way up the top.
Yep. Ignoring the... Going a lot for length, not so much width. I think I have length over width. I think Azure keeps trying to push into this position,
Yeah.
but... No, Oreo keeps trying to push this position rather, but Azure, with his Cyclones, is able to kite this fantastically well right into tank range. Going well. Going well for Azure. He has not lost nearly as much as Oreo has this game. Even now, he's continuing to expand. One of his expansions will get threatened, but
Yeah.
as his
but
mobile
that's actually
army...
managed to. That's actually managed to like split up the main of the Ravagers away from the Lings, which could have actually turned out poorly for Oreo, but he managed to group them all back up in time. Yeah, there's the second spire going down. Hive is on the way. Should maybe start seeing that, whatchamacallit.
Greater Spire come down later on. Yep, I definitely do think so. But it does require time that Azure is unwilling to give Oreo right now. Hustling forward. It's already transitioned
He
into
keep kiting back with the Cyclones
that
into that tank fire range and just slowly creep the tanks up.
He is setting up his siege lines right now, and I think we will start to see that very, very soon.
Oh, but this flank!
It is starting to come down right now. All of this main army from Azure is not in any position to protect his siege line, and I think Oreo has just enough right here to take out this force of Azure.
Yeah, and now with Great Spire on the way, he needs to keep all that anti-air alive with those Cyclones. Maybe transition into those floors to get that target damage down.
Yep, Azure is starting to transition into what is right now considered to be kind of unbeatable in TBC of that range lib Thor unit composition. Throwing a couple of ghosts there with good EMPs and snipes, and you're golden. Well, not golden like the Zerg player, but you know, golden like the expression.
Yes. Our fours are out. Libs as well. Getting that vehicle plating. 3. Yeah, +3 vehicle armor. There we go. That's. But Adrenal Gland's now on the way for Oreo. As Jackie goes strangely silent.
What? No, you're talking about it. What?
Yeah, it just seemed weird. But oh, these Broodlords could get picked out! Off! Oh, wow.
Yep, they did immediately start to get a couple of hits in. A lot of these Banelings did crash into the mech army, but the rest, the important units, are still well alive. That's the Broodlords.
Dead.
Starting to morph a couple more.
6 more on the way here. That's weird. Anyway. Now he can finally clear this creep that's been creeping onto his top center expansion.
This highway will collapse. Yeah, finally. Even Pulsar Boys, just, you know, because, well, they have a purpose. They can repair units, and even if they don't, they can act as a bit of a buffer. Alright, the siege lines are being set up from Azure, and I think we're about to see that slow march forward.
The march of the Broodlords just slowly come in and take out these SEVs.
Sure, yeah, why not? Look, gotta find something to kill.
Yeah.
And, this is...
He does take the high ground advantage. They're both, like...
going the opposite directions.
Yeah.
And Oreo does decide to turn around. These Broodlords will take a long while to get there, though. And again, this is that unit composition that is considered to be unbeatable right now. Thor Liberator.
Full lib.
Doesn't even siege up these tanks. He realizes that they could actually do more damage himself than his opponent right now. Now the fringe bases of Oreo are starting to get picked off one by one. Oh, but not all these Thors are in position though. These Liberators can definitely be in a lot of danger.
Yeah, they are. I think that's all the force going down. Now it's just the Libs trying to do as much damage as they can.
Corruptors are definitely going to do a great job of preventing that, though. Now these tanks are completely sitting ducks.
No pun intended.
Now they're dead.
Yeah, and now look at the supply. Especially the army supply.
Yep. What used to be far in favor of Azure has now swung into the favor of Oreo.
And now Oreo's taking a base right next to Azure's top center base. If you could take all the maps, that'd be
this is my base now.
Hilarious. All your base belong to us.
Oh, they belong to us. Azure
But
trying to go for
us.
Yep, Azure.
Look at the bank for Azure. It's already maxed out again.
Yep, Azure does have a bank, and he already maxed out his army, getting his anti-air in position.
Has also got a Raven.
What he needs. That indeed he does. A couple of anti-armors would be welcomed right now. I would think. Yeah, would not be a miss. As these Liberators do take out a lot of, drones. These Broodlords are also starting to take SCVs of their own, but again, Azure has a bank, and he has orbital commands. He can afford to just go straight off of mules. The anti-armor missiles do go down as this air army just gets around it. GG.
Alrighty.
Roots are literally useless now as we go straight into the grand finals. Just gonna be... We thought that the old rivalry was gonna be reignited, but instead it will be the middle rivalry. Demi versus Azure.